What is good, guys? It's your boy Ray J back with another video, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a quick technical analysis of Tesla. I'm going to go over some news about Tesla, what happened to Tesla, and what is going to happen in terms of the price movement for tomorrow, which means I'm going to give you guys my price prediction for Tesla. I'm also going to go over some pieces of news for NEO and my price prediction for NEO. But before I get started, I have to mention three quick things. First off, I'm not a financial, legal, or taxation expert, so do not take this as financial, legal, or taxation advice. Also, if you can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, but benefits the entire community as a whole. It helps more people learn about Tesla, their favorite companies, investments, some technical analysis, and all that good stuff. Finally, the last thing I want to say, guys, is a huge remembrance, honor, and shout out to all the U.S. service members out there. I know today is the day where the transfer ceremony happened at Dover Air Base for the 13 fallen troops in Afghanistan after what happened in the airport. I mean, I just want to say that they are people just like you and me. They have lives and they will be remembered for eternity. And it's absolutely heartbreaking that this happened to our country, to all of these troops that are out there. But I just want to honor them. I want to remember them. And I want to keep them in our minds and our hearts to help us remember our privileges and thank them for their service and what they have done. However, with that said and done, guys, I'm going to get on with the technical analysis. And overall, Tesla did have a run up after what happened with the news, because Tesla did go down with the overall market. If we do look at the 5-day chart, there was a bit of a drop over here, testing that $698 level of support before a run up just like that. And this was like the recovery. So yesterday, or should I say Friday, was the recovery day. It did start off at around the $700 level of resistance and ran as high as the $714, closing at $711.92, up over 1.53%. So overall, that was really good. But if you could see in the Bollinger chart right over here, there were not many significant movements except for the recovery during the first hour. And that's typical because price movements tend to be a little bit higher during the first open hours of the market. But overall, you can see the price movement was relatively stagnant and it was on an upward trajectory. However, guys, that does not necessarily mean that Tesla is going to continue on this upward trajectory after what happened. But I'm going to go over that in 1 second. But before I do that, let's just look at the overall price movement. And I just want to remind you that over the past 5 days, Tesla has been a little bit stagnant, but it has been on an upward trajectory as well. You can see right over here, it has been stair stepping its way up. And if I pull up a Fibonacci retracement sequence right over here, we can totally see where Tesla has been moving overall from this price movement, testing different levels of support and resistance, and has been bouncing between support and resistance over the past couple of days. But looking at over the past couple of weeks, you can see that Tesla was as low as the mid to low 600s. If we go far enough back, we can totally see it around there. But overall, it has been going up, and it is at 711, so that's a good sign. However, I am not bullish for Tesla for tomorrow for an unfortunate reason. Now, Tesla is a long-term play, guys. I am bullish for the future. I do believe Tesla is going to break 1,000 by next year. I do believe it's possible and very probable. However, guys, I am not bullish for tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a red day. I'm going to go over why. But before I go into specific details about my price prediction, let's go over these articles. So there was good news that did come out. The fact that Tesla filed to become an electricity provider in Texas, as Texas is not connected in the United States interconnected grid system. So Tesla wants to become an electric provider, which was so good for the company and the stock. The stock price should have been a lot higher, and we would have expected it to go up. However, there's some big horrible news that happened, and that is the fact that, and let me close that. The fact that a Tesla Model 3 just hit a parked police car in Orlando. The driver said that she was in autopilot, and that is just more fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Tesla's AI. And you know what just happened? There were obviously no injuries or fatalities, which is why this won't be too bad for Tesla overall. But because there was an accident with the Model 3, because it did actually crash a parked police car, that's just, I mean, horrible that that happened, and that is a little bit bad for Tesla's share price for tomorrow. In the short term, you could actually see the damage right over here. You could see from on the right side of the car, it did slam into the police car, and even the headlight right over here was a little broken, and the wheel did come off. I mean, that's just sad that that happened. But the good news is there were no injuries, so grateful. I'm very grateful that no one got hurt. So that's good news that no one got hurt, but it's bad news that this did happen. You could see the straight trooper, it did have lots of damage right over here from its rear up until its back area where the back door is. I mean, that's sad. It's very horrible that that happened, but luckily there weren't any injuries. But this obviously has been making up the news, and this could cause Tesla to drop just a little bit in share price. So, which is why I am a little bit bearish for tomorrow specifically. But that doesn't mean I don't like Tesla. That doesn't mean I don't believe in the movement. I'm just going to be a little bit bearish. Now, also, guys, let's just close that right up. Uh, Tesla Model 3, crashed again. This is another article out there. There are tons and tons and tons of articles out there. Um, the driver was 27 years old, and it's just been all over the news, just attacking Tesla, questioning its autopilot's AI technology, and that makes me a little bit more bearish for tomorrow. But remember, guys, their AI is still improving day in, day out. So even though these accidents can happen and will continue to happen, maybe for the next few weeks or even upcoming years, maybe, but I just want you to know that they are improving their AI every single day. Tesla is still working very, very hard on this. They have tons and tons of developers improving their technology, their self-driving technology. So this is not going to be as big of an issue in the future. It's just that you have to give it time. Just wait 5, 10, even 15 years, and Tesla will be one of the safest cars ever. It's going to be absolutely amazing, especially with their vector space technology, the 3D final architect technology, their vision, and all the things out there which helps the cars create these 2D models and actually perceive things around them. They are still working on it, and it is most definitely making progress, and it's going to be very, very bright. But I do have to mention that these accidents have happened. They do happen, and it's sad, and it's going to hurt Tesla's share price for the short term. So where I see the movement, I think Tesla's going to drop and maybe test the $700 level of support over there, but it could possibly fall below that and test around the 697 or fall as low as the 690s. But I believe that because there were no fatalities, it should not be that bad. So the lowest I predict Tesla is going to go is around the $697 range, somewhere around there. I do think Tesla's going to drop slightly, but that's not really, really horrible because I do think that there's a bright future for Tesla. But looking at Neo, now that I gave you my Tesla prediction, I let me mention one last thing, okay? I am bullish for Tesla for the long term. I believe in the company, its fundamentals, and all that. It's just that after the accident, I do think it's going to drop to around $697 and maybe even a little lower, but that's where I think it's going to close tomorrow. And if you do see that, guys, do not be surprised, do not be afraid because the future is bright. Tesla is still doing well. However, looking at Neo obviously was slightly red. It was overall all right, but it was slightly red on Friday at $38.05 is where it closed. It did have a run up to $39.74, but it closed at once again at 38.05, down over 0.55%. But if you just look up Neo, there's a lot of things coming out about its safety features, as there's now a safety quiz for its automated driving features, and that's really, really good for the company as a whole, especially for the ET7 model that's coming out. I mean, I'm impressed with the company, its fundamentals, and the things that they have been doing. Just look at their ES8, their SUV that came out. It's doing well. Their technology is great. It's just that they have the same issues that Tesla has going through, and that is the fact that AIs are not perfect right now. AIs are still being developed, and there's still massive potential for the future. But if Tesla is down, I do predict Neo is going to be down as well. I do think it's going to close around the 37, but that's okay because if that happens, it does not change what's going to happen in the future. The fundamentals are the same. There's massive, massive potential, and I still believe that Neo is going to be exploding in the future. It's a long run investment, just like Tesla. It's going to be the future, but you just have to give it time, just like Tesla. So I do think that tomorrow is going to be a red day. It'll probably close around 37, but that's all right. If it does happen, guys, we just know we're buying at a discount. With that said and done, guys, I want to thank you so much for listening. I know there were many, many pieces of bad news that did come out, but it's all right. We are in this for the long term. We have to put our emotions aside and remain strong. With that said and done, guys, remain strong, never give up, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. I will definitely see you tomorrow for the next video, and I really, really wish everyone the best. Thank you, and have a great rest of the day. I will see you tomorrow.